All right, every Friday we check in with our pet expert to tackle issues that pet owners may be facing with their furry friends. So here's Dr. Jill, and she has brought in Mac, a Chihuahua mix, to talk about weight loss in pets. A lot of times we have fat pets. We try to figure out how to get them skinnier, but this is the opposite problem you're talking about.
Yeah, so this is a situation where I had 2 patients come in the last few weeks where their weight all of a sudden was 5 pounds less than what it should be. These were big dogs, so they could handle that 5-pound weight loss, but everything else about them was fine, and it was a surprise, actually. So when we have a case like that, we're looking for why would an animal lose weight when in fact they're eating normally, everything else about them is fine. The first thing I would be thinking of is try to rule out an intestinal parasite. Giardia is very prevalent here in the Bay Area, and so we look for that.
Now, how is that spread?
It's spread by, it's called fecal oral. Basically, they touch poop that has Giardia and then they get it in their mouth.
Which unfortunately is something dogs do.
Yeah, or they drink water that has Giardia in it or eat grass. It has to be in a very wet environment, though. But then other things that can cause weight loss like that are diabetes. Diabetes can show up very insidiously, meaning your animal seems just fine, eating great, but in fact they're starting to lose weight, so we look for that. Hyperthyroidism, where an animal might be being treated for hypothyroidism, where their thyroid gland is not producing enough hormone. We treat them for that with medication, and sometimes the amount of medication they're getting is too much, and so they become hyperthyroid, which means their metabolism is working way too fast, and so they're eating normally, but their weight is dropping. And then usually the more serious things like cancer or kidney, liver disease, things like that, the animal is not going to be feeling fine. They're going to show other symptoms of not feeling well, and so those are lower on my list, but they should be worked up. So what to do, you take your animal in, you have a physical exam done, you run a fecal sample, you do laboratory tests, and then if more laboratory tests like ultrasound, x-rays need to be done, then we do that as well.
All right. Well, luckily Mac does not seem to be having that problem. He's just right.
Mac is good.
Very good. Now, if you have a question about your pet's health and well-being, we want to hear from you. Email us at pets@kpix.com, and Dr. Jill is here every Friday at noon with answers. We'll be right back.